Hey everybody, what is up? I am Wayward Dreams and I've got a short tutorial for you. If you want a long form one, let me know in the comments. So I started doing this contest for DeviantArt, and it's not necessarily my style, this chibi thing, but I really do recommend doing contests to force yourself to think outside the box a little bit more and do stuff that you wouldn't normally do. Alright, so I start out with a neutral gray background. Normally I start doing the shadows first, but in this instance, since I want her to be really glowy, I started out doing the highlights first, and then put in where my shadows are. She's got kind of like this cybertech nature, so sometimes it's easier to start out with your super brights. And once you've got kind of a basic figure laid down, you go back over and you trace, and I've done this all in one layer. Depending on what I'm doing depends on how many layers I end up doing a sketch on, and when I'm speed painting I like keeping it on one layer so it's easier for me to kind of navigate quickly. And you do have quite a lot of power in your brushes in Clip Studio Paint, more than you'd imagine, as far as blending things that don't work well, or if you have to lasso tool some of your proportions and fix them on the fly, then you can do that in the same layer that you're working on, and it ends up with kind of a more painterly feel than if you were to sketch something and then go over the top of it with different line work and then go over the top of that with a pen tool. At this stage, you really want to make sure that your tonal values are correct and that it looks like a picture that stands out in 3 dimensions before you ever get into your color. It helps you to define all of your lights and where they should be, and if you can differentiate different parts of your picture without ever needing color. I like a lot of different effects with reflective lighting and bright colors, and there's different ways in which to light something. So I'll do an entire video on lights later. Once you've got that down, just start a different layer, put it on color, and it doesn't have to be perfect, you're going to change it. So just lay down basically what you think your base colors would be, and then from there you can start doing stuff like I'm doing right now, which is I've got like an add glow layer, and that helps pull out really bright poppy highlights and neon colors, and this multiply layer here where you can like really get more into what your shadows are doing. You want to emphasize some of them and, dim down some of the others. So that's what that layer is for. And at this point, you're kind of just going back and forth until you're happy. You can add as many layers as you want, but sometimes it's easiest to, as you're satisfied with things, to be able to compress some layers and then keep working. And for the background, all I did was select the area in which I was not drawing, and that picked up everything that is not her, and then I just did a simple background texture. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Wayward Dreams out.